All right, everybody. We'll get started then. I'm going to, first of all, say just how happy and honored I am to have Ahlin Sensei with special secret assistant here, Jan Nevelius Shihan. This is such a treat and an honor to have y'all here and everybody here from all over the world to practice. And I'm just going to say very little for a change, only to say beyond that, that we're all practicing in different ways around the world now. Some people are back in contact, some are inside without contact, some are still outside, some are just on Zoom. Please adapt what Mats and Jan Sensei show to fit where you're practicing now. Okay, I'll be doing the same here in New Orleans. So that being said, please practice safely and joyfully, and I will turn the spotlight over to these guys. Welcome.
Move the
okay. Thank you.
Over.
So thank you very much, Brian, for this invitation. It's a great honor and pleasure, and I'm very happy for the work that you put in, Brian, to make this possible for us to meet in this way in times like this. So very, very much thank you for that. And we will start with bowing in, and then we continue. Hi.
So, welcome each and everyone so much to this 1 hour session. My name is Mats, for those of you who I haven't met yet. And today we will do some Kenjutsu work. And I will not be emphasizing so much a certain style, but it's more movement and principles that we can use later on for also the Aikido work. So you don't need to be very into a certain style to practice this today. And I know that a lot of you have a lot on the schedule today, so I'm very grateful that you take the time to come to this session. Yes, and we will do some Suburu. So we have something that you can practice for yourself. And later on, we will also show that you can adapt it into kata with a partner if you have one. Okay, we will start with 3, 4, 5 minutes short warming up, and then we go into the Kenjutsu work. Okay, so we start by just open up the joints, relaxing in the body, the knees, the hip area, shoulders, neck. Just let it go through and relax. And then we come in more to the center, bouncing, and together with the breathing. And stay. And we start to rotate with the sense of a center pillar going through us. So we feel the axis and we turn. And we start with the body and the arms follows. And then we start packing in some ki. And we work our way up. Shoulder, chest, down, hip area, up again, and relax. And let the movement stop by itself. And we pull forward, breathing in, the arm floats up. Open up the chest area, expand, contract, and breathe out. Breathing in, open up, and breathing out to the earth, coming down. I pull forward, breathing in. Open the chest. And breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Down to the earth. One more time. Pull forward, coming up. Breathing in and breathing out. Arm comes forward and we breathe in. Shifting the balance, breathing out down to the earth. And completely still. And we put our feet together, the hands together, come down, breathing in from the earth, connecting with the high heavens. Stay and breathe out. One more. Coming down, breathing in from the earth. Stretching the heaven. Stay and breathe out. One more time. And breathe out. Changing, breathing in, coming up on the toes if you want, and breathing out. So opening the front, the chest, and opening the back. Forward, backwards. Breathing in, filling up, breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. And stay for it. And the movement continue inside. We are still in the outside. So let's take care of the knees a little. Just turning outside, inside, backside. Forward and turning both sides. And we come down to this position, straighten the body and the posture together with the foot. And come down. And just as much as it feels good all the time. So don't overdo it. If you have pain in your knees, take care. Stretch a little, open the side. Other side. One more time. Okay. And the hip. Turning around, both ways. And stretching a little. Okay, and arms. Forward and change. Forward and change. Rotate. And stretch the fingers a little. We take the neck, just a short massage. Both sides leaning to the right and to the left. Relax. Okay, so we come together, breathing in, connect with the heaven, and the waterfall comes down. And one more, touching the earth, environment, heaven, and coming down with the waterfall. And we stay at the center. Everything is still in the mind, but the movement continues inside the body. Hi. Okay, so let's start. So let's see. I will show you the full movement now, and then we will start dividing it and look to the different parts of the kata. So for the first one, we come here. Aye. Okay, one more. Aye. So this is the first one, and we will start quite big. So big stance like this. Maybe use better hair. And usually the basic start is with fingers up and thumb goes down. In this situation, we have the opposite. So I turn, so the thumb is up and the finger comes down. Okay. And we lean forward, quite deep position. Stretch and open. Grabbing with the left hand. Okay. So we lean forward, quite big, pulling out, and come up here. Now we grab with the left hand. From this position, we will change the hand now, back to basic. So we have this grip, and we change to this. And from here, we do the cut. Aye. Now comes the turning again. You shift, let go, let it come free on the left side of your body, like so, and we come to this position. Opening, big again, quite big, I exaggerate, and we come back, together with the foot, like so. Okay, we do it one more time, together. So we start with the hand, thumb up, finger comes down, big stance, coming down, stretching, open, come up to this position. I now change to this grip. From here, I change. So the thumb comes around the corner, like it sneaks around. It's not shifting the grip big like this, but more sneaking around the corner and grabbing. And prepare the cut. Aye. Change again. The same feeling, the thumb goes first and the hand change. Let go of your left hand and let the bokken come down on your left side freely. And we come to this position. Come down big and come back. Like so. Okay. So this is the first step. So I think if you take 1.5 to 2 minutes to practice this for yourself, and then we come back to the next step. Hi, onegaishimasu. Okay, good work. It looks like we got it, and it looks good, so we will continue to the next step. I will show you just one more time in a slow, exaggerated mode what we just did. So we come to a wide stance, like so, almost a meter between the legs, and I tilt forward, I exaggerate here, I stretch, and I come up. I change the grab, I prepare the cut, right, change the hand, one more time, we turn the hand, let go, come to this position, and come back. Sword and foot come together, like so. Now, the next step is that we do it a little more upright position. We make it smaller, and now we will involve the feet work together with the sword. So it will not be standing, but move together with the movement. It looks like this. One more time. Okay. So I have the same feeling as when I did this big movement, but I just a very little part of that goes now. So I just tilt a little forward, but not too much. And we come out. And I shift. And when the sword comes up, it moves my rear leg. My left leg will go forward after the sword. 1, 2, preparing the cut, and 3. Now we change again. When I let go of the Bokken, I go one step back with my right foot. 1, coming to the same position. 2, 3, together. One more time, slow. 1, 2, left and right together with the cut. Change the hand. 1, 2, 3, together like so. Okay, so let's try that for a few minutes and then we continue.
Nu vågar jag inte röra den där igen.
Okay, good work. So we will continue now. So yes, the feeling is that it's actually the sword pulling the foot. So the foot comes after. So not together. It's very difficult. You become quite stiff and locked in your hip and in your legs. So it's the feeling that the sword comes and the foot comes after, like if it was a thread from the tip of the sword to your foot. So like so. Then we come back. Okay, so this is something you can practice for yourself and continue with. And now we will show how it's done if you have a partner in the kata. Sensei, shimasu. Okay, one more time. Okay, crystal clear for everyone. So if you have a partner, this is how you can use this movement. And it's a little about how to learn how to push your partner or your attacker, or better yet, later on it's about creating space. So it's learning how to create space for yourself. In the beginning, for basic level, basic understanding, it's pushing your partner, but later on it becomes more about creating space. So we show one more time, a little slower, and then we try a few minutes. Hey! Hey! Okay, that's one part of it. The other one, as I showed you when we are walking, I will show you now how it looks in the kata. So then it will be more about this feeling of creating space. Hey! Hey! Okay, one more time. Hey! Hey! Okay, good luck. Okay, good work. So we will continue now, but before we do that, we will repeat the first and the second one. I will show you one more time together with Sensei, and then maybe we take another minute to practice it. Right. So number one, I stop him. Hey! And I control the center line. And so that's number one. Number two, I create more space by moving him now. So I don't just stop him, but I will continue. Right? Hey! Okay, so maybe we'll try one more minute and then we will continue with the next one. Okay, so now we will continue to the next step, but as always, time is faster than my intention about the time, and so I think we will move on a little faster, and we will go to the next kata, so we don't stay too long, even though it's fun, but we continue now. So I will start by showing already from the beginning with the partner, and then we will divide it and look more to my work. But we start together. Right? Hey! Ah! Okay, so one more time. Hey! Ah! So this is the kata, and now we will divide it. First we will look to my work and how it's built in order to understand the full movement. And this is, as the poster said, that I should talk a little about the difference between basic Aikido and application. And in this kata, it will be very clear. So we will start by looking at every step in the different movements until the end. And in the first basic learning of this, we will find that there are 6 points in this kata which are very important, which is every step on the way to the cut. And then slowly we will take 1 point away until it only remains 1. And by doing this, we learn every step on the way from basic to the applications. And the application means that I am free. I'm not any longer concerned about my opponent, my partner, my attacker, my oki, but I will execute what is needed to remain within my integrity. Yes, okay, so let's start. So we have the first one is step with right foot. That's point number 1. Point number 2, left and turning 180 degrees. Step 3, pulling the sword. Step 4, I lift my leg like this. So coming up on the knee. 5, prepare the sword. And number 6, cut. And I come in afterwards. Okay. Step 1. Point number 1. Step 2. Point number 2 also includes the turning 180 degrees. Step 3, pulling the sword. Step 4, I lift my leg. 5, prepare the cut. 6, and I follow up afterwards. Crystal clear. Okay. So from this angle, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and from this angle, 1, 2, together with the turning, 1 step and turning, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like so. Okay, so let's try this. Good luck. Okay, so let's continue now, and I will show you how we start to reduce the points and taking them away one by one until it's only 1 left. So we start here. We have first 1 step, 2 together with the turning, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we come after. Next step, we take 1 point away, so it will look like 1 and 2. Now these points are together, so the second and third are together. 4 and cut. Next one, we come to this position together. So now the third and the fourth is 1, and we cut. Then we have 1, 2, 3, and come together. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and the last one, and come. And for my own work, it's about shifting my mind so that I'm no longer doing things separately. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, because we don't have time. Later on, we don't have time. You only have one point. It's the meeting and then it's done. So with basic Aikido, we are together on the journey together with the partner. Point 1, step 2, changing, 3, moving some hand, moving some foot, and we are together with the body and the mind, together with the partner. That is basic Aikido. Basic Aikido is for construction and to learn about these points. So we need to study that very seriously. But then we cannot stay there. The next step is to try to take away this point. So it's just 1. It's the meeting and then it's done. And then it's application. Basic Aikido is not self-defense. It's not for fighting. It doesn't work. For us who have trained a long time, we know this. But this idea became very clear for me after watching several examinations during all these years with also Sandan and Yondan level. We first go through the basic Aikido, which is needed, and then you have the Yuvasa in the end. And still in the end, a lot of times, I see that it's still the same basic Aikido, but you add a lot of speed, and you add maybe more power, but it's still basic Aikido because you are together with your mind and with your body together with your partner. So the next step is to be free from that and knowing that it can only be one point. It's the meeting and then it's done. And it's all about preserving my integrity, but not only that, it's also about conserving the integrity of your partner or your attacker. Even in the case where they lose their own integrity or their picture of integrity, it's lost. It's our job to respect that anyway. And that is the I key. Otherwise, it's just do. You do something, you finish, it's done. But we want to give back the integrity and respect of the other person's integrity. And this is, for me, a very important part. And this is I key in Aikido. So now I will show you one last time. Just this number 1. Where we take away all the different points before, it's just 1. And come together. Okay, so we try for a few minutes. Good luck. Okay, so let's try this now together with a partner if you have. Otherwise, you imagine that you have a partner and you work from that. And we will build this up now in 4 steps. And the last one is where we have only 1 point. Before we are together, it's like basic Aikido. We are together with body and mind and spirit. And then later on, for the last step, I'm before. I'm not any longer concerning about my opponent or attacker or uke or partner. Yes, so let's look at that. So step number 1, we are together now. I take 1, 2, 3, and I let him cut my head because I want to know the distance where we are. So this is the first step. I show you one more time. Together, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, step number 2. I will do this 180 degrees turning as we did before. It looks like 1 and 2. The feeling is that I drag him and we come to this position. 1 and 2. That's step number 2. Number 3 is 1 and I give my wrist in this case. Okay, one more time. So I have this turning 1 and I give my wrist. That's number 3. And now we do the 4th where it's only 1. 8! 8! 8! Okay, one more time. This is 8! 8! 8! Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's practice these 4 steps. First one, we are together. I move 3 steps and he hit my head with the shomen, crystal clear on the line. Second one, I have this turning and this feeling of pulling him towards me. And the third one, I turn and I give my wrist. And the 4th is executing the cut completely without caring for my partner too much. Right? Okay, good luck. Okay, so we will show you one more time these 4 steps that we're doing together, and it's a building up progress to come to number 4. If the first 2-3 steps are not crystal clear, it's very difficult to execute number 4. If you don't know where you are and you don't know about the distance, it becomes a mishmash of everything and nothing. And you don't know where you are, and you don't know how to relate to your opponent or your partner. So therefore, we have this very clear structure which contains 4 steps. And we show them one more time. 1, 2, 3. We are together. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Number 2. 1, 2. Yes. One more time. Number 2. 1, 2. Yes. Number 3. 1, turn and give the wrist. Okay, one more. 1, 2. Hey! Okay, and the last one, number 4. Now I go completely. Hey! 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 Okay, one more time. Hey! 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 Okay, so let's try that one more time. Okay, so we are getting close to the end now. So we will just sum up what we have done today and show you all the different movements and the different katas together, and also my own work. Yes. So the first one is where I stop here and then I create space. The second one is where I create space immediately. Okay. Hey! Ah! Okay, number 2. Hey! 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 And the last one. Hey! Hey! Ah! Okay, so my own part for the first one, quite big stance, almost a meter wide, and I lean forward, coming up, changing the grip, Prepare the cup. Right. Change again the hand. The second one, we have a more free movement and it's not so deep. And together with the foot. Right. Right. Like so. And the last one. Right. One more. Right. So that was that. And now we will bow out together, and then maybe we have a few minutes for question or so. So let's bow out together. Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mitsu Sensei and Jan Sensei. So this was really wonderful, and we really need this inspiration right now. I'm sure everybody's got a lot of questions and things to share as well. So please unmute yourselves, everybody, and feel free to ask.
So first of all, thank you so much, Sensei, for your time and your expertise and for helping me today. It means the world to me, so thank you very much. And thank you, Brian, for this invitation. It's been an honor and a lot of fun for me.